Let us discuss the calculation of inverse when you have been given linear equations. So how you will be giving solution to linear equations. Now there are two methods to calculate inverse. First is inverse method and second is Cramer's rule. Just I want to tell you one thing that is very important. These two methods will be used only when you have been given equations in the questions. Earlier the method to calculate inverse that we have seen, that is A inverse is equals to adjoint of A upon determinant of A. That was applicable when you have been given a matrix. Out of that matrix you were told to calculate the inverse. So simply you took the cofactors in the matrix, calculated the adjoint, and finally you calculated the inverse. But sometimes in the question you have been given linear equations, or specially it has been given that you have to apply inverse method or Cramer's rule, then only these rules will be applicable. So let us first discuss the first method, that is inverse method. Now the inverse method is also known as method of determinant or matrix method. So whenever you have been given inverse method, determinant method, matrix method and the set of equations is given, then the first method will be applicable. Now here also as you have seen in the earlier method, we made use of equations and there was A, X and B. So accordingly only we will be calculating the values. Now you see you have been given these equations. So we will write the equations can be written as now how can we write these equations? What you have to do, you have to take out A from here. A means all the values of the matrix, that is 3 minus 1 5. From this matrix I am taking out the values 2 minus 1 minus 3 minus 1 3 and 1. So this is our A. Then we will see what is X. In case of this question, X is X, Y and Z. And then finally we will see what is B. B is equals to the values that have been given after equal to, that is our B. So first of all what you have to do, take out A, take out X and take out B. Then you will write that is in the form of AX is equals to B. So because this was in the form of A, X was multiplied, AX is equals to B. So as it is you have to write these two lines. Now you can see we have found A. Our A is here, right? So from A, as this is inverse method, so you have to calculate inverse from A, right? So inverse of A, as you have already seen how we calculate inverse of A, that is adjoint of A upon determinant of A. So I will take this A out, right? And from this A I will calculate inverse. So first of all, to calculate the inverse, let us find out the determinant of the matrix. How we have already seen initially how we calculated the determinant. Same procedure we will apply. Minus 1, 5 and minus 3. So like this, again we will cross multiply it. Now minus 1 into 1 will be minus 1 and here cross multiply, minus 3 into 3 will be minus 9, means it will be plus 9 because we have to put a minus sign also in between. So minus 1 plus 9 is going to be 8, 8 into 3. So when we will solve it, this portion will be coming 24. Then second part, cross multiply, minus 1, then 5 into 3, 15, means minus 15. So internally it will be minus 16 into minus 2, that will be plus 32. Then the third, minus 3 into minus 1 will be positive 3, and 5 into minus 1, minus 5, again it will be plus 5, so 5 plus 3 is 8, so it will be minus 8. So it will be 56 minus 8. Our determinant comes out to be 48. Now determinant we have seen. Now we will calculate the cofactors from the matrix. How the cofactors are calculated, that we have seen. A1 1 1 minus 1 raised to power 1 plus 1, and inside 1 3 minus 3 and 1. So from here we will calculate again. Minus 1 into 1 is minus 1, then it will be plus 9, so ultimately it is 8. So like this we will be calculating all the cofactors. So A12 is going to be 1, sorry, A12 when you will solve it, it will be 16, and A13 will be 8. Then A21 we will calculate from this matrix, then it will be 1, A122, A23, 31, 32 and 33. So A22 will be 8 and this will be 19. A31 is 5, minus 8 and minus 1. So with this our cofactors have been calculated. You can keep this as the cofactor matrix, and then from the cofactor matrix then you will be calculating the adjoint. So how the adjoint will be, we will show the adjoint now. I am just writing it directly column wise, that will become my adjoint of A. Eight, 16 and 8. So ultimately it will be my adjoint only, right? Then it is 1, 8, 19, 5 minus 8 minus 1. So it is adjoint of A. So if I have to calculate inverse of A, I will divide my adjoint with the determinant. So everything will be divided by 48. So I can write like that: 8 by 48, 1 by 48, 5 by 48, 16 by 48, 8 by 48, minus 8 by 48, 8 by 48, 19 by 48 and minus 1 by 48. So I have calculated inverse of A. So now the question is not complete yet. If you remember, in the question you have given A, X and then B, and from that only we have taken out A inverse, right? Now what we have to do is, actually we have to find out the values of X, Y and Z. So if you remember that equation AX is equals to B, from here if I have to calculate X, so I can write it like this, and X is equals to A inverse into B, right? So in this question I have to calculate X. So if I have to calculate X, I have to multiply inverse of A with B. If you remember, in the question B was given to us, values were given. So ultimately I will be finding X by multiplying this A inverse that I have found with my B, and multiplication that we have already done. So now let us note down this: X is equals to A inverse into B. So this is the value of A inverse. B, if you remember, it was given in the question, the values after equal to, that was 4, 6 and 2. So these values I have written, and X is what in the question? It was X, Y and Z. So from here we will be finding the values of X, Y and Z. Now we have to multiply. How we used to multiply? First with first, plus second with second, plus third with third. So X, Y, Z answers will be 8 into 48, 8 upon 48 plus 8 into 48 into 4. So 8 4s are 32 by 48 plus 6 by 48 plus 10 by 48. So first we have solved, then second also. 16 into 4 means 64 by 48 plus 32 by 48 minus 16 by 48. So this will give us the answer of x. Second row will give us the answer of y. And the third row will be 32 by 48 plus 19 into 6 by 48, 114 by 48 and minus 2 by 48. So when we will solve it, our x, y, z, after solving it, it will be coming. First will be, when we will solve it, it is 48 by 48, right? 32 plus 6 plus 10, 48 by 48, so it will be 1. Next will be 96 by 48, so answer will be 2. Z will be 144 by 48, so answer will be 3. So last you will be writing that x comes out to be 1, y comes out to be 2 and z comes out to be 3. So it will be the answer from equations. So whenever you have been given equations, you have to calculate the values of x, y and z out of that, and that we will calculate with the help of equation ax is equals to b.